Hello Leos, welcome to or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot. If you are a regular viewer, if you are, well, you know what's going on. But if you are new here, welcome to the tarot team. And I'll quickly explain what I mean by naked tarots. I just strip out as much astrology as I can from the tarot deck. I mainly do that by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person who is connected to this read somehow. Okay, apart from you, obviously, because you're Leos and you're watching this. Now, this spurs off of the new moon in Aries all signs overview I done. It was a general read. It's just general information the universe thinks or wants you to know. And you had the Temperance card. It's patience. Maybe there is something coming up in your life where you're going to have to just really want it, but just hold back and wait for it. Okay? Let's see what else is going on with this patience. Let's see what clarifiers we can get from the cut. We have the world. As I said, something new is coming in your life when you really want it, but you might have to wait for it. Okay, and it's, fuck me, it's the start. It's something you have been manifesting for. It's something you've been wishing for, hoping for, daydreaming for. Yeah, be it a new relationship, be it a new job, be it a new house, whatever it may be. It's coming towards you, but it might not be coming towards you as fast as you would like or hope. Okay, maybe you can see it there, tantalizing. Yeah, just out of arm's reach, but just be patient, wait for the right moment to get it. And I feel that is what we're going to be finding out in this read. Okay, the way we'll do the energies is just there is going to be the situation. Just here is going to be how this person is connected to the situation. Just here is going to be a potential overall outcome for you. I say potential because we all have our own free will. We can all get in the way of things like this, and just by simply watching this tarot read might be enough to get in the way of the potential outcome, although it shouldn't do, because this potential outcome should be what will happen if you follow the advice from the tarot read. Okay, and just there from the bottom of the deck we will get a card which is the overall energy of the read. We will just have to point out it is a general read in the fact that there's more than one of you watching, which means it may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't panic and don't worry too much. Perhaps you're just working from a different aspect of your birth chart. Go and check out all the different signs in that all signs overview, which are in your birth chart. We all have different signs in our birth chart, so go and do that. I will leave a link in the description for that. Okay, so you're dealing with a younger fire sign. This is maybe up to about 10 years younger than you. The overall energy of this read is the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is an energy of having to make a difficult decision, having to make a difficult choice. Maybe it's a reconciling decision. Maybe it's just like a better the devil you know decision, but it is definitely an energy of having to make some sort of difficult decision. Okay, so we've got a card left there. Should we have a quick look? We've got strength. Okay, let's tie in with that. It's kind of adding to the overall energy there of having to make that difficult decision. You're going to have to be strong with it. You might fear the decision you have to make. You might have to make a tough call. Okay, the situation itself is being represented by the Seven of Pentacles. It's the minor arcana of temperance, I suppose you could say. Being patient and waiting. It's all about divine timing. You could say at some point you planted the seeds. The plants are growing, and now it's time to cut the flowers off or get the fruits off your labour. Or it could be a case of you're needing to plant the seed, or it could be a case of there's like time to harvest, or anywhere in between. But this is the representation of the temperance in this particular read at the moment. It is talking about divine timing, and you're having to wait. It's not quite ready yet. Sometimes you can look at the apple trees and you see lots of lots of green apples what look ripe. And it's not until you bite into them you find out that they're still sour. You should have left them for a little while longer. That's what this is all about. Okay, so there's our star card coming out again. And there's our temperance card. You just can't make this shit up, can you? And I would bloody literally shit myself if the world comes out at the end. No, we got the Hierophant. Okay, so quite a bit of major arcana. This is saying the universe is having a big hand in this situation. Okay, the star card being that manifestation, again, is what you've manifested. This situation is all about what you've manifested, be it, or what you're manifesting, I should say, be it your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your new house, your new job, your new wife, husband, new children, new car, whatever you're wishing for at the moment. This is about that. Okay, we all on different roads to the same destination. We're all on the same journey. We all take different routes and different speeds, different forms of transport to get there. So we're all wishing and hoping for different things. Some of you might be just sitting there listening to this in your car, wishing the lights would change green, and they are about to now. Okay, so that is kind of like this connection. It's about your manifesting. Okay, and the Temperance card coming out, well, I said that's basically being represented by the Temperance air is come out again strongly, but this is a different type of temperance. In this one, it's an angel looking into a single cup, a single gold chalice, the Ace of Cups, if you will. This is the Two of Cups this temperance is holding. It's talking about a mixing of energies, and then we've got Two of Cups here as well. That's your hopes, your dreams being put out there. This is like the mixing of energies, what's coming back. You put your hopes and your dreams out into the universe, out into the world. It's been mixed up with the universe's energy and the collective energy of the world, and now it's mixed and it's coming back. But you have to be patient. You've got to wait. Things weren't built in a day, were they? You can't just put sugar, fruit and yeast in some water, give it a stir and then drink it, because it will just literally be sugar, yeast and water still, and some fruit. It's not the wine. The wine has not had time to make, and that's what this is saying. Yes, it might be made, but now it has to mature. And I could argue the point that once you've made your wine and you put it in your bottles and you try some, it could be a little bit harsh, it could be a little bit bitter, it could be a little bit sweet, and then that maturing time and that aging, so to speak, is what mellows it down and makes it nice. Now the conflict there, as the Five of Wands, is this Two of Swords down here as the overall energy. There is the conflict of having to wait, wanting it now, having to wait for it later. Okay, they're all coming out today. Imagine you take a loaf of bread out of the oven. Yeah, it's roasting hot. You want to eat it. You want to smother some butter on there, maybe some jam or jelly or peanut butter or whatever it is you want on that topping. Maybe you want some nice cheese on there so the heat of the bread kind of softens up and starts to melt that cheese. But you can't, because it's still too hot. You have to let it sit for a while. You have to let it cool down. You have to let it mature. Okay, and so there's the conflict of that. Wanting it now, not being able to have it. And then we've got the Hierophant right at the end. This is something established. And I'm going to say you want the established. You want it to be established. And throwing out all these other cards into the mix and all these other things I've been talking about, I will harp back to planting the seed. Okay, you can plant a seed, it can start to grow, it comes up with two little leaves, the first two little leaves. Yeah, you might be wanting to yank it out of its little tiny seed pot then and put it into the ground and make it grow faster, make it grow quicker, get it established. It's not going to. You have to wait until the plant is ready to transplant into your garden before you can. Otherwise, the slugs will eat it because there's not enough leaves on there. The frost will kill it off, and it's going to be a big waste. But you just got to wait for it to establish itself. The energy is there. It's all floating around. It's being mixed. You've put it out there. It hasn't established itself. You've got to wait for it to establish yourself. Okay, and there's Jesus Christ. There's the Fool. The Fool is a new journey, a new beginning. Okay, a new cycle. This is something new in your life. I said maybe it's a new job. Yeah, it's not going from this one job to the same sort of thing you're doing in a different company. This will be a totally new job. This will be like you being a stock seller or working in stocks and shares, and then jacking it all in and becoming a groundskeeper at a little golf course out in the country somewhere. Or perhaps this could be like, normally you go for the same sex in your relationships, and this could be, no, let's try the totally opposite sex, let's see if that makes it any different. It's something new, it's something big, and it's something you haven't done before. It is literally life changing. I've kept harping on about all these cards up here, and all the time I just kept thinking, it's like a tower moment, but there's no tower out. It's like a tower moment, but there's no tower out. And there's the tower, the second card in underneath there. Let's have a look. The Two of Swords on overall energy. Yeah, you're going to be faced with the choice of doing it. That's where that strength came in. Remember, you really want to be strong and do it, or you fear doing it, or whatever it may be. Underneath that is the Three of Cups. Some sort of reunion, some sort of coming back. Okay, some sort of celebration, I'm going to say with that. It could be on the smallest scale, some sort of group communication. Okay, and underneath that is the Hanged Man. Okay, having to look at things from a different perspective. And we've also got a 6 there, and I know what it is. It's the 6 of Pentacles trying to show itself. I'm pretty much sure, and there it is, which is taking us to that. Yeah, missed all these other cards. Yeah, it's kept trying to show itself. It's sort of saying to me, don't go any further. This is it. The next card you need to know is this: how this fire sign is connected to it all. Okay, so let's put all them back in there because we don't want them and that one, and then we will move on. So let's see how this fire sign is connected to it all. The 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is an energy of balancing out. It's an energy of perhaps giving as much to the situation as you're going to be taken out of it, or it could also be an energy of there's potentially a lot more to give to the situation, but you're holding it back and only giving it enough for what it needs. For instance, if you want to make a bonsai tree, that is a tree, is meant to grow really big, but the way you prune it, the way you feed it, stunts its growth and makes it small. And that could be what this 6 of Pentacles is all about. Holding back what it needs, but just giving it enough to keep it going. Okay, we've got the 8 of Cups coming out with this. We've got the 4 of Swords. Okay, 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So the 8 of Cups is all about movement. Yeah, I've mentioned moving jobs, changing jobs, moving house, getting your new house, your dream house. Remember, these are all linked to your dreams, your hopes. This is the movement towards it. This younger fire sign is somehow, I was going to say contributing to it, but I feel holding back. It's holding you back from it. I feel, for the bulk of you, this 6 of Pentacles is someone not giving as much as they should be giving. Okay, and that's what's holding you back from moving forward. Okay, why they're holding you back, this is either because they're not healed to move forward on this, or they feel that you're not healed, ready to move forward on this. And our healing card here is right under the Temperance, holding back. This whole read is about the Temperance, being patient, waiting until that right time, waiting until it's established before moving on to the next step. And that's what it's saying here. This could be a partner, this could be a friend or something, but they're there, they're trying to hold you back, they're trying to stop you from charging forward, and they're giving you enough to keep the dream alive, but not giving you everything to allow you to overindulge. The two of Pentacles is exactly what I've just said. They're juggling around how much energy to actually give you for this. Yeah, and I don't mean energy as in the sense of like a Red Bull or anything like that, because everything you give or take from situations is an exchange of energy. Everything is energy. We're all made from energy, so it's all about the energies, and they're juggling this energy around. They're juggling about how much to put in, how much to leave out, and all that. With the 6 of Wands there, they're being victorious about it. They're not being victorious about it. It's not like they're running around saying, yeah, I've won this, but they are winning this. They're getting the amounts right, just right, to keep everything kind of like where it is. But although this is all minor arcana coming out in what's linking them to this connection, it is also the universe's job. It's the universe's plan. They're just a tool for the universe to make what they want happen, because all the major arcana is in the situation above it. Okay, so crossing this is the Knight of Cups, and the crossing card in this particular case is like the driving force. Well, they're driving towards the future they want. They're wanting to offer you love. Now, love doesn't necessarily have to be their love to you as in a relationship. It could be their love to you as a friend, their love to you as a family member, something like that. But they're wanting to offer you this love or the love of this situation. It could be a romantic love they're trying to offer you, but it might not be. But it's all tied in with their future as well, what they see the future as. They may see the future as the exact same future as yours, and they may not. But it's kind of like they're holding you back. It could be they're holding you back until they're ready to come with you, or it could be they're holding you back because they don't think you're ready for it yet. Okay, outcome for you. 7 of Wands. It's defensiveness. It's like defending your corner, defending your rights, defending your morals. Okay, we got the Chariot coming out with that. And we got the King of Cups coming out with that. We've got the 7 of Pentacles again coming out with this. And we got the 10 of Swords coming out with this. Okay, so this is kind of summing everything up now with the outcome. The outcome is saying it's there. What you want, the against the odds thing is there. Okay, and you're defending that. You're defending what you want, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, the star. It's in the same row as that star. Okay, it's there. It's waiting to charge. It's not charging yet. Okay, once it starts charging, that'll be it. You're on a runaway train to wherever it's going. If that's off a cliff, it's off a cliff. If it's into the wide, wonderful, bright beyond, it's that. But it's going. Okay, there is this King of Cups, and the King of Cups is all about indecision. It has this cup of love in its hand, but it's unsure if it should keep it for itself or give it to someone else. Okay, and that could be where this is kind of heading in a roundabout way. Yes, you're, for example, manifesting for a new relationship. You might be given that new relationship, but then you're unsure if that is the right or wrong relationship to be given to. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords coming out there. It's telling us the reason you're indecisive about it, the reason you're not sure, the reason like you haven't had that aha moment, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, or the reason you won't get that aha moment, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, is because you're in something else already. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. Maybe you're tied into work too much. Maybe you're tied into a social group too much. That 3 of Cups we saw in the crossing cards. Okay, and you have to bring that to an end. All that has to come to an end, and it's going to be an end you're not happy about. You don't like it. You wish it could go on for longer. That sort of energy. The 10 of Swords represents like a painful stop, something yanked away from you without you realizing or wanting it to go. That sort of energy. Sometimes it's betrayal. Sometimes it's like being stabbed in the back. But in this particular case, it's just, yeah, you don't want it to end, but it has to end before you can move on. It's kind of sort of saying the cycle you're in has to end before you can start a new cycle. Crossing this is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is literally, again, it's like the energy, what charges this. It's a disappointment energy. Yeah, although you may be in something else and you don't want it to stop, there's part of you which is really disappointed that you are in that situation and you don't, and you're disappointed that you don't want it to stop. Maybe you do want it to stop, but you just keep, for the sake of keeping those around you happy, letting it go on and go on. It's a disappointment within yourself energy that you have either let this go on for too long or that it hasn't come to an end yet. So that is the end of your read, Leos. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. Okay, as I said, you can always go and check out that All Signs overview, see if anything else resonates with you. Don't forget there is a link in the description for it. Now, if you did like this and if it did resonate, why don't you hit the thumbs up button for me? It helps my channel grow. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. Well, don't let me know that someone enjoyed it and liked it. If you didn't like this video, you can always give it the thumbs down. That's absolutely fine. Either way round, give your reasons why you did. Okay, because it's always nice. It's always nice to know these things. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest that you do so, because that way reads like this will resonate with you on a more personal level in future once you've kind of volunteered your energies to the tarot team part and you've joined on with the tarot team. If you're new to tarot, if you're new to tarot, well, welcome. If you're new to YouTube, then welcome. But if you're not sure about how to subscribe to channels and things like that, I'll be shoving up a link just there so you can just hit the link and it will do all that wonderful stuff for you. I'd also be putting a link up for a video there which YouTube thinks you would enjoy. It's a random video that YouTube thinks you would enjoy. So there you go. Until the next time you are watching one of my videos, you will be good out there.